Hello and welcome to This Week at GearReport. It's episode 229 for the 19th of December, 2024. And we got a few things to talk about today. So we're going to dive in and go over the two articles that were published on GearReport. So, I should probably follow along. Let me get the chat up here and we'll go. We'll do recent reviews. We may talk about some upcoming reviews. I don't think we have anything for Guitarmageddon today. A normal agenda item on every show. Of course, we have Boo ATF. That is pretty important. If Kevin shows up, we may have Patch of the Week. I haven't heard from him. I don't know if he's back in the country at the moment. Sadly, last week was our last Nutmageddon. I don't think we're going to be able to talk about that one again. I'm just going to delete that one right now. We may get to Where in the World is Kevin if he shows up. But hey, welcome. It's This Week at GearReport. So the first thing we're going to talk about in recent reviews, let's see, I will share the screen number 2 here so you can follow along with me. Get recent reviews off of the screen. And if I move myself up here, that'll make it a little bit bigger. So from AJ, enlarge that so you can see it. There we go. Raiton and Contessa scope rings. So he gave them 3.5 out of 5 stars, which is interesting because we have two different products here. It does complicate the rating system, the gears rating, just a bit. Look at that. Chris from the 740 is out there. Ghost Tactical, the Ghostest with the Mostest, is out there. And of course, they're going to be nice to each other and say hello and hola. Oh, no, it's not hola. It's aloha. Yeah, I don't read good. I apologize for that. So, but thanks, guys. I appreciate seeing you out there. So let's see. In this review, obviously, we list where you can buy them. And AJ goes into the difference between the two. So the Raiton branded, he keeps calling himself branded in this article. They're the ones that are called Raiton scope rings. It's the Raiton brand. And he mounted some Raiton scopes with them. He'll tell you what's different about each of them because they do have some meaningful differences between the two levels of scope rings, the different heights that they come in, what they're made of, how they're put together, how they worked in his testing, which obviously was pretty good because they got a 3.5 out of 5. Pros, cons for each of them. He broke them out for each model. And then the final thoughts, again, talking about each of them. No surprise, he actually preferred the slightly more expensive Contessa series a little bit better. So I'm going to grab this link and drop it in the discussion in the chat. If anyone wants to check that out, feel free to go check that out on GearReport.com. So if we dive in next, all right, we'll get that off the screen. We'll go to Caleb. Caleb hadn't been writing too much lately, but we got this review out of him for the Stat Medical X-Force tourniquet. And this is a review. And you can see here, it has a really interesting, unique kind of ratcheting system so that you can tighten it. It's supposed to make it a little bit easier to tighten with one hand, I believe. 4 out of 5 gears, that's a pretty solid rating because you got to remember, nothing has ever gotten a perfect 5.0 gears rating before here at GearReport. So 4 is pretty good. He does warn you he's not a medical professional, so do your own research when picking any kind of medical stuff, like a tourniquet or, from X-Force or North American Rescue or any other options out there. There is a little bit of a con that goes with this, but what I'm going to suggest to you, he's got lots of pictures of it in use, and seriously, I have never seen a tourniquet with this type of crank and latching system on it. That's definitely pretty interesting. And you can see each of these. The pictures may be a little hard to see on a small screen. You can click it and get a much larger version that gives you a close-up of the lift to release lever with the ratchet on it. That allows you to loosen the tourniquet in very small increments if you need to. So if you haven't over tightened it or something. But he's got some pros and cons in here, and then the summary. I'm not going to spoil any of that for you, but I am going to drop the link in case you want to go check it out, read it in a little bit more detail. Personally, I've carried cat tourniquets for a while. It's what I'm used to using. It's what I'm comfortable with. But you know, you're obviously welcome to look at this and see if this looks like an interesting system that solves any of the problems. Because my experience, no tourniquet is right for everyone in every situation. So it's good to have some options to choose from to pick what is going to work best for you. All right, so that very quickly has taken care of the recent reviews section. And I'll tell you, let me go look. I'm doing the behind the scenes look real quick. Oh, yes. Toby has the LA Police Gear slide rail weapon light that I was not able to publish. It needs some link edits. Yeah, the article itself is pretty good. It doesn't need editing of the article, but it needs some links need to be edited before I can publish it, and I didn't have time to do that today. So we'll come back and look at that slide rail XWL weapon light review. Hopefully I'll have time to get to that for next week. That'd be really nice to get that one done. And at that point, we'll be caught up on the, you may remember a couple of weeks ago, we were way behind on the reviews that were already out there. So we moved into upcoming reviews. We've got that. I've got a lot of videos and, man, I got videos on a couple different channels that are queued up, ready to post. The Camping Gear Report channel has had a lot of videos posted lately, like one a day for the last month and a half. So if that interests you at all, please consider going and checking out the Camping Gear Report channel. Lots of cool stuff going on over there and has been for a while. So I'm looking for a link here. Copy that address and drop it in here in case anyone is interested in checking that out. Oh, that just said YouTube. That's funny. All right, that link that I copied was not the right one. All right, let me grab the appropriate link and bring it in here for you. There we go, campinggearreport.com. We'll show that up here. So if you want to go check it out, it's real easy, at Camping Gear Report. Easy to find if that is something that is interesting to you. We've got some going up there. I've uploaded a bunch on the regular GearReport.com channel that I need to go in and they've been uploaded, but I have to do the descriptions and titles and stuff and thumbnails and get those published. So those will be on the way as well. And let's see here. I don't think we have anything for Guitarmageddon today. I think we're going to skip. We're going to skip that one because nothing new has come in. I'm actually trying not to take in any new guitar stuff at this point in the year. I don't want to get anything else until after SHOT Show because I got too much stuff to get done before SHOT Show. So let's see. We're going to leave Boo ATF up here for a bit while we see if I talked to TJ earlier. I thought he was going to be here with us. So while we wait and see if TJ or Kevin or anyone else shows up, I want to show you something that arrived recently. It's the L50. It's an LED flashlight from Wuben, W-U-B-E-N. Oh, Overlord TJ is about to welcome himself to the program. Stay in the green room for a second, TJ. Because I got the full screen to show this flashlight. This is kind of interesting, I think. If we take the battery out here, you'll see it's a big 18650 battery, a rechargeable 2600 milliamp hour battery that goes in here. and it has a different click pattern that was a little tricky for me to figure out. Up here in the top, we have a USB-C port for charging. So the battery charges up under there right beside the button. So the button has two modes. It's a full press. So you can see with a full press, it turns the light on. And then once you've full pressed, you do like a half press and it changes the brightness. That's the full brightness. It's actually kind of burning my hand. And then we're back to the low brightness. So half tap, half tap, half tap. We're at full, half tap. Actually, I did a full tap to turn it off. And I think it says it a double. I don't remember. There it is. We're in SOS mode there. And so the double full click changes, toggles between SOS and regular mode. So we have 4 brightness levels in SOS mode, a belt clip up here on the top. I say belt clip. I use it to when I tuck it inside my pocket, and this clip is actually sitting on the outside. It is kind of big around. I've been carrying smaller flashlights than this. Like I have the, which one is this? Streamlight ProTac 2AAX. So it takes AA batteries. It's the X USB chargeable model. And you can see the size difference. Like this is a pretty extreme difference. But if you need something a little bit bigger, it's a 12. I think the top mode on this is 1200 lumens, if I remember correctly. Oops, we've got a little manual here. And yes, 1200, 400, 75, and 5. So that is a pretty big range of brightness for this aluminum heavy-duty kind of tactical type EDC carry flashlight. All right, TJ, you can bring yourself on the screen now. I'm done with that, or I can bring him on.
You have to bring me on, buddy.
Here he is.
Here we are.
Holy Christmas. Look at that. All right.
Feeling horny.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that. And yes, I did notice.
It's hard to miss.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
So welcome. How you been?
Doing good. Just got done kickball, you know, another fun-filled night.
Yeah. Did you didn't win, did you?
Of course we did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. You seemed a little upset, so I was like, oh no.
No.
I didn't know if I should bring it up.
I just rolled in the door throwing a shirt, and I was like, all right, I gotta go sign up.
Nice. All right. Well, welcome to the program. It's good to see you.
Well, thank you.
So we've covered the 2 articles that were published. We've talked about upcoming reviews. I just showed off that flashlight that arrived recently.
Cool.
And I'm going to show a couple other things. One that I know is near and dear to your heart as well.
Let's show some things.
My friends at Sepratech sent me 7 pairs of the world's greatest underwear. Now, why are these the world's greatest underwear?
Ready for SHOT Show.
I'll tell you why. Because they have a separate and distinct area for the Frank and the beans, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, these are the world's greatest underwear, in my opinion. They look like normal underwear here, right? But when you look on the inside, oh, where is it? Look at that. The Frank goes through the hole. The beans stay on the inside, so they stay separate. That's why they're called Sepratech. And I think it's interesting that I got them to send me a 7-pack because my wife was like, hey, you need some more of that fancy underwear, don't you? Let me get you some for Christmas. I said, no, hold on. I think I got a line on some.
Just wait. Now you have to wrap them up and put them under the tree, though.
I'm going to wrap myself up and put myself under the tree.
Oh.
And
everybody.
Hopefully, my wife doesn't like. Yeah, never mind. We're donating that one.
Yeah. Like, put that back in the closet. We'll get it next year.
Yeah, she'll be like, do you have a receipt for that? I may want to return it, exchange it for something nicer. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm excited about those. I like those underwear for when I am when I'm doing anything active, keeps things from getting all stuck together because nobody likes that. I want to show you something else that it gave me a little bit of a complex when these showed up. One brand sent me 2 different boxes. Can you see what this is?
Yep.
It's a cane. And I was like, wait a second, are y'all trying to tell me something? Like, I know I don't have any hair, but come on. So I figured, like, could they have known that both of us are going to SHOT Show and we're both advancing in age?
Dude, I told you long ago, when it comes that time, I'm going to have a badass pimp cane with a skull on top and just pimp around SHOT Show.
Nice. So what I felt bad about is I saw my mother last week, the end of the week or midweek, whenever it was. I don't remember. I think it was Friday, maybe. We went and installed a Molly kit in the back of my parents' Forerunner. So I had Molly panels on the side and a shelf, and then a table that hangs under the shelf, and you can pull it out and set it up when you go camping. Welcome, Gizzard Gary, to the program. Thank you.
What's
for
up,
the
Gizzard?
3 yo's. I like that. I like his faith that he went in and gave 3 yo's. He didn't play the whole, well, I'm going to give you 1 or 2 and see if you earn the others. That is appreciated.
I know, the old snob trick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So my mother had said they were going to go tour an old building, like Biltmore up in Asheville. And I was like, wait a second, didn't you just have like a big knee surgery or something? No, it'll be fine. And then we get a note that she fell and cracked her wrist.
And she owns Biltmore now.
Death. And I was going to take one of those canes to give to her.
Good time.
And I forgot to put it in the car, and then she fell. And now I'm like, oh, I feel like it's my
everybody. Let's hear in the comments.
Yeah. So let's see, what else was there to talk about? See, we didn't have Nutmageddon this week, so I thought that to keep kind of the nut.
We might have had Nutmageddon, and nobody will know.
Yeah, yeah. So and since I don't have any nuts to show on camera, I thought I'd show the nut trimmer from ManSpot. This one, it says it's airy blue. And Nutmageddon, for anyone who's confused, that's the segment we were doing because our friends at O Nuts kept sending these nut trays.
We love the O Nuts.
This one. Actually, I'm going to take that down and get it out after the program. I'm going to share that with the family. But I thought we'd kind of do the play on words a little bit and show you the nut trimmer. We're going to do a live demo right here on the program. So, all right. No, actually, I don't think I'm even willing to do that. But here you go from ManSpot. It's like a hair razor for your curly hairs, the short and curly hairs. And it has an on and off.
That looks like some
power
meter blades right there.
And it even has a blade guard up here.
Ooh, I don't know.
So that you don't nick the boys.
That looks like some bloodletting thrown out there.
Oh, yeah. It could be.
For all I know. How it is, Jeff.
Actually, it's got a number. I'm a little concerned at the size of some of these. I think you could use this as like a regular hair trimmer because we've got the little thin guard here. But looking at the size of some of these guards, like if you have a Wookiee bush sufficient for these, you got problems. Like I think that these are like hair cutting.
Back, baby.
Those are like hair cutting guards. And it charges with USB. It's got a USB-C at the bottom. So there you go. See, we figured out a way to not completely be boring and just talk about normal stuff. We're going to throw some nut talk in. We
always talk about normal stuff.
Frankly, it amuses me that it may make some people uncomfortable.
That's what we're here for, everybody. We want you to be borderline like, why do we watch this show? Oh, that was fun. Okay.
Shouldn't the cutting head be round? Things are round down there. I haven't actually.
It all depends where you're at, Gary. I mean, I'm 54 now, so it's more oblong than round.
Oh my goodness. Wait, what? Gary says I'm staying at a hotel in Wichita. My daughter gave birth to her first child today. Well, I'm going to assume that's a happy situation because sometimes it is. So congratulations, Grandpa Gizzard Gary.
He's got to change his name now.
Change his name to what?
Gramps.
Grandpa Gizzard.
Grandpa Gizzard. That's a pretty cool name, actually.
He could be Grandpa GG. Not to be confused with the... Oh, crap, it came on. Not to be confused with the like 50s or 60s model actress lady whose name was Gigi. Because they're not remotely similar, as far as y'all know.
Pretty close.
All right, so let's see. I wanted to show something. I think that was in an email. Let me go find the email.
I agree if it's that, but
what's that?
Only if you're married. If you're single, definitely not.
All right, so that is, let me open image, a new tab, and pull that to the other screen, and then I can share something.
Live. Jeff is doing something. We don't know.
Oh, hush your mouth. Yeah. So, yes, I know. It'd probably be smoother if I just did the stuff behind the scenes and didn't.
No, listen. Everybody likes to hear behind the scenes stuff, like what you're doing. New product debut. Yeah.
Congrats, Gary. Look, yes, I've been married for nearly 17 years. Finally able to have a child. Gary's second grandchild. The other is my son's daughter. She's 12. All right. Well, it sounds like a happy situation. So, congrats again to Gizzard Jerry, Grandpa Gizzard Jerry. Let's see. Let's move us off to the side so we can make this as big as we can. There we go. Congrats, Gary. We'll put that up on. We'll leave that up on the screen for a bit from Defense Dad. So this is something everyone should know that we're getting into SHOT Show time, and the things to do at SHOT are starting to be revealed to us. We know some of the NSSF sponsored social gatherings. We know about some different range days. We know about some different after hours stuff.
They let us out and about, believe it or not, people.
They're really just starting to fall into place. So this one we found out about today that we're going to go to, I think, and check out from Volquartsen and Angstead Arms are the big two that I'm familiar with there. We'll see what else is going on. It's been years since we've been to Range 702.
Yeah,
I think
it's been a while. I think it was one of my first rounds.
I think I've been to two. My first year I went to one, and then I think maybe 2 years later we went to one there.
Yeah,
and they had different brands and everything, completely different events. But yeah, so that'll be neat. So I am anxious to see. It says new product debut, but I'm assuming it's 221B Tactical that has the new product, but it could be any of the brands up there that have new products. So I really don't know what to expect. Other than I do expect to win all 5 guns, the body armor, and the ballistic helmet. So hopefully I won't be disappointed.
As well you should, Jeff. Yeah. I'm going to win nothing because
it does say we'll get a go bag filled with gear. So that'll be phenomenal. I look forward
so I need to
that.
bring in extra suitcases, what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm really there just to find out what the new product is, and
I agree.
And they will have food from
that's the other reason.
Jesse Ray's Barbecue and Pink Box Donuts. So.
That's such a great name. That is like the best name for a donut place, Pink Box.
Yeah, but we drove by there a couple years ago. I think, I'm not sure where you were. I think you were in a bar somewhere. I was riding with.
No.
Who was driving?
Never.
I think I was riding with Sarge. May have been driving. Or no, I think it was OB that was driving.
Oh yeah.
Because I was terrified the whole time.
Look at the bougie donuts.
Yeah, and Gizzard Gary was there. And we stopped at Pink Box, and we pulled in. And I was like,
I mean, I'd pull in too if there's a place to go.
It doesn't smell like fish. I was like, isn't that interesting?
That's always nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was a win, and I didn't get any because I was trying not to eat carbs and trying to be good. And plus, they were like $5 a donut or something. And I said,
yeah, I know that's.
I'm a little too thrifty for that. But I'm anxious to see how that event goes. Have you seen anything yet about what to expect? Like any brands that have anything new coming out? I haven't. I've gotten very few. I've got very few notes from brands.
Yeah.
And none that have revealed. Like the one I just showed you said new product debut, but it didn't say what it is or what they are.
That's what you have to show up. So you have to show up to it.
Yeah, well, they had that with Jesse Ray's Barbecue and Pig Box Donuts. But
they had you sold it, free food.
Somewhat sold, yeah. So I'm curious if anyone else out there has heard of any new products that are coming. That like what are y'all interested to see at SHOT? If
we'll see a bunch of stuff. We'll see some new stuff from 5150 on their range day, Monday afternoon.
That'll be cool.
They got a whole range of bolt action rifles and hunting rifles and stuff now.
You said Monday afternoon?
After range day, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you said Sunday. I was like, wait a second.
No, Monday.
This other one's Sunday. Yeah. So we'll have Sunday evening.
That's why I'm flying in Saturday so I can be functional Sunday. So
we'll have the one I just showed you on Sunday night. Then we'll go to Big Range Day, the industry day at the range, the official SHOT Show range day on Saturday morning, and then we'll go to the 5150 on Monday afternoon.
Yep.
And then the main festivities. That's something on your end that's dinging, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's me. Hold on.
I was trying to figure out what it was on my end.
It's me. It's that they're in group chats. Everybody's in group chat.
Oh.
No.
You're on all the spicy group chats. I'm a little jealous.
No, I mean.
So let's see. What else we have going on?
We'd get banned.
If anyone has any anything we should look out for, please let us know, and we'll keep an eye out for those products. I'm excited to see what we run into.
That's the fun of SHOT Show. We never know what we'll run into.
That's
all
true.
The booths. I'm hitting every booth.
Yeah, and Alan will be going with us this time. So
is he set? He's good to go.
Well, he said he's going. I still need to talk to him so I can figure out, travel so we can get together. I was going to call him this afternoon, but I ended up going down and hanging out with the kids this afternoon because we have a guest for a few days. So I was trying to be sociable while we have a guest in the house.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, just people being nice down there. Congrats to Gizzard Jerry. That's awful nice. Oh, look at that. Bullets for Bucks is here too.
What's up?
Steven made a really nice offer this afternoon. He said he would come be part of the panel for this discussion for the low price of $250. And I said, yeah, sure. Put it on Gizzard Jerry's tab. And I guess he didn't take me seriously because
he
didn't log in. I do whatever I want.
Do I get paid for this?
Listen, Gizzard Jerry is in a hotel at a in a hospital. He's distracted. He's not.
He's in a hostel right now, probably. You're at the casino, Gary. Don't lie. We know where you're at.
Oh yeah, I've heard about Gary in casinos.
The casino, yeah, we know where he's at.
We got to do some video of that. That could be interesting. All right. So anyhow, we got a lot of things lined up for SHOT Show, and the other thing we need to talk about. Thing we need to talk about is the evolving format of This Week at Gear Report. So I had said we would keep this format through the end of the year, and then we're going to switch over to a more brand interview-based setting.
Yeah.
I haven't scheduled anyone yet.
So we're...
Jerry's only got his iPad with him. That's it. Okay. I want to see things happen. I don't need excuses, but whatever. So I can't decide if we're going to wait until after SHOT Show to switch that format or do it right away. So if anyone knows anyone at a brand that you would like to see us talk to, feel free to make that introduction. We can reach out and get maybe you want to get Keith or someone from 5150 to come on.
Yeah, Keith will do it in a second.
Yeah, like the first show of the year. We can make Keith the first show of the new one.
can do that.
And we can do it. We can do it live, or we can pre-record it and then play it back.
Live's the best way.
I like to do live, but I want to give brands the flexibility that we can do it pre-recorded if the 9 o'clock on a Thursday night doesn't work for them.
Well, he's Eastern. He's Eastern too now. He's in the best time zone now.
I thought they were out.
Yeah, he's up north now. He's in Massachusetts.
On purpose?
That's what I said. I said, why? And he goes, cheaper, better. I was like, okay. Whatever.
Interesting. Well, I guess so many people.
When you go to an unfriendly gun state, it's probably pretty cheap to do stuff up there.
Yeah, yeah. With all the people moving out,
right?
Probably left a lot of.
Looks like Chicago. Like there's empty buildings everywhere. Like I want that one. Yeah. All right, dude. You can just move in. We don't care.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just patch up the bullet holes and move in.
Yeah, just paint it and make it look pretty. We're happy.
Yeah. So ask him if he wants to come on the first.
Okay.
You can do the first show of the year. What date is that going to be? Oh, that's going to be the 2nd. January 2nd.
Oh, that's fine. He'll have a day to recover.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll try to have fun with that new format and try to bring you some engaging and a bit more predictable content, because we have been completely unpredictable for nearly every one of the 229 episodes thus far.
That's why everybody shows up, Jeff, because they never know what's going to happen. Guitars, the guitars, nuts, guns, optics, lights. Who knows?
I feel like
your stubble looks fantastic today. I'm throwing it out there.
Thank you.
Like is.
It's all where I set the focus on the camera. Sometimes I set it just a little further back.
Jeff must have been running late because he did not get the shave. Yeah. Just so everybody knows, usually in the green room, Jeff is cleaning up and making it look nice
and changing clothes.
So look at me. See how nice I look, Jeff? I cleaned up.
Yeah. No, I hear
one of us got to represent.
Yeah. 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 I mean, you got the Hawaiian shirt. You have an appropriate.
This is my. So we got surfing Santas in Cocoa Beach on Christmas Eve day. And it's just a giant party. They have a band. They have a costume contest, and then all the surfers go out and there's Santa costumes and surf. So I'm getting ready for that. I'm excited.
Really?
I will not be at work that way. In case anybody from Kiwi's watching, I won't be at work on Tuesday. There, I put it out there. So now nobody will know.
All right. So, yeah, that's interesting. Well, I find it like I thought they knew you, so it's kind of interesting that you had to tell them that. Like, if they really knew you, then they already knew.
Because I'm supposed to put in for like time off and personal days and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? There we are. Look at it. I'm famous.
Well, that's what. Let me move back to the side. That's why I wanted to show people. Like, do you know who we're dealing with here?
Yeah, I'm famous.
Look at this.
Look at that. I don't want
to take credit here, but you were a little shy when we started doing the show.
Dude,
you were a little nervous about being on camera and talking live. And I'd like to think that having you on the program for 200 episodes or whatever more.
It was all thanks to you, Jeff, and GearReport that I.
Well, that's not what I'm saying at all. But I'd like to think,
and in person.
I'd like to think that it gave you the critical shot of confidence that you needed to get out there in front of people.
Just don't look at all the drinks on the table, people. Those aren't mine. Just throw it out there.
Yeah. The hosts, TJ and Killian, in the Breezeway.
Yeah.
The Breezeway Bar and Grill, always open to the public. See, I was not aware of that. I had assumed that it was a members only thing.
No, and that's our stigma. Everybody, so you have to be members only to play tennis. But other than that, we have a bar and fine dining. You can come in and drink and eat all you want.
Gary's got an interesting point.
There you go, Jeff. Test it out.
I've not used the ball shaver on anything yet, so it's still sanitary. If I were to use it on my face, it wouldn't be terrible.
Just give it a swipe and see what happens.
But I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with the idea of using a ball trimmer on my face.
I would use it on your face first before. anything
Certainly
else.
not after. Like I wouldn't want
definitely
to do
not after.
Second. If I were going to do it, I'd want to do it on the first one.
Right.
I don't know. What did you get? I'm going to ask people, leave a comment.
There you go.
Would you use a brand new ball trimmer on your face, or would it be too weird for you?
All right.
Because
brand new though, for like the first trimming on your face.
I feel like it's normal. I feel like it's normal to say, no, I'm not comfortable with that. Let's see. No wonder TJ never comes on my show. I don't pay enough. Yeah, well.
Well, right. Just so you know, Gary, right now I'm under the gun because I've got to take a week off in January, and I've got like a bunch of deadline stuff I've got to get done. So I'm working this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I get some stuff done out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I get a lot of stuff done, but I get sidetracked by like, can you put these blinds down? Can you do this? This is broken. This is broken. There's a clogged toilet. I'm like, all right, all right. And next thing you know, that's a day. I'm like, all right, go on. What's up, Chris? I missed him. He was here earlier, huh?
Look at that. Bullets for Bucks is pimping himself out every chance he gets. He threw the $250 offer at me earlier. I'll come be on your show for $250. Now he's whoring himself out to Gizzard Jerry. Like, come on, Steven.
$250?
Have a little pride, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's got $250.
I don't do this show for less than free.
Yeah. So anyhow, 30 Tradewinds Drive in whoa. What kind of program do you think this is, man?
Whoa.
I'm a little concerned that you would even request that when Sausage Fest here, but whatever. That got weird. So speaking of weird, you can check out TJ and Killian on what is it, Wednesdays? First and third Wednesday of the month. At 30 Tradewinds Drive in Indian Harbor Beach, Florida, at the Kiwi Racket and Fitness Club.
Yep.
And I happen to know that they have a plethora of pickleball courts, so you don't even have to play tennis. Like you can, whatever kind of balls you want to play with, they have them.
Almost all.
Is that a stretch?
Yeah, it's almost all. You gotta say almost. There's some people apparently in the comments that are, when you say every ball, they're like, hell yeah. I mean, I didn't see Handy earlier.
Yeah, that was a little troubling, but try to be generous here.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, now it's out there, so now everybody knows. Like it's $250 or Handy for him to be on your show.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah.
So this free advertising, Bullets for Bucks, just so you know.
Yeah. I mean, we should. You know what? While he's here, we'll put him up here. Where is it? Where's my cursor? There it is. Bullets for Bucks. You can see how he spells it. Go check him out on YouTube. He does lots of hunting stuff. Oh, geez. I'm not even putting that comment on the screen, man, because it's nothing but dudes in here, and that's just weird. But go leave some comments on some of his YouTube videos about the weird propositions he keeps making in the comments here. Someone that I have never seen make weird propositions in our comments is Gizzard Gary, otherwise known as Gizzard Jerry, Grandpa Gizzard. Chris from the 740. Looking forward to seeing Chris at SHOT Show.
I know the other tall person. It's so nice when the three of us get to hang out.
We'll see if he brings his son with him again this year. And I don't know if Gun Snob's going to bring his son this year or not. I haven't heard that yet either. But I like seeing the people getting the younger generation involved.
Yeah, I got to get the youngins in.
Promoting all the gun stuff. So go check out.
One year K-Man might show up and do some stuff.
Check out Gizzard Jerry, which literally Gizzard Gary on YouTube or Gizzard Jerry. Both of those work. Defense Dad was with us. He's probably still here. Go check him out on YouTube. So everyone here's got YouTube channels. That makes it easy. We can just spread the love, tell everyone to go see everyone.
It does.
Yeah, looking forward to SHOT Show. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, Gary says this show took a turn.
It did.
Ain't that the truth, man?
It did.
And
it's like foul territory all over again.
I worked in a prison for like 10 years. This is normal talk among COs. Okay. I've never been in prison, so I know it's shocking to everyone. I've never been in prison, so
no comment.
That was all. Yeah. I've never been incarcerated. I'm sure I've been in a prison before, but actually, I'm not sure I have. But
we have Fire Expo. Remember?
Oh yeah. Well, former prison. Yeah.
It was. Listen, former, now, whatever. You know.
Yep. Yeah, I saw you shooting baskets out on.
Remember, I slam dunked
out in the yard.
Everybody was doubting me. I'm like, oh no, that was a 10-foot goal, bastards. Let's play.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to play.
Yeah.
I don't blame them because I would whoop them.
None of the prisoners wanted to come out and play.
No.
So let's see. What else should we talk about here with SHOT Show? I need to check in with Ron and see if there's anything at Battlefield Vegas that we need to go check out. I don't know if we're going to be able to make that this year. We'll see if he has anything.
That's always fun, though, when we go over there. I mean, fun for you.
Yeah, fun for me.
I mean,
do you want to talk about the 5150 thing?
He's got a it's a range day. It's a private range day over at I forget what I've got the. I'll send Jeff the link and he can put it up here because I don't know how to do that stuff because I have no power in this platform. But he's doing a range day in the afternoon because usually, you know, all the buyers roll in the SHOT Show range day and it kind of sucks for us. So he's got a whole new line of hunting rifles and some AR-10s and his new platform he's got a new version of the AR-15 rather than the Evolve. He's got a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have all those out there, and I'll have to ask him if there's food and stuff because that'd be a seller right there.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, anybody who's out there, it's open to everybody. I'll get Jeff the link and we'll throw it out there before SHOT Show.
They're good people at 5150. So
it makes the
Evolve rifle is really cool, and I'm anxious to see what they do. The neat thing about
we'll find out on the 2nd because I'll get Keith on. Yeah,
they've had some neat products in the past. But they always they do them up really nice aesthetically as well. So.
Yeah, I'm excited about the hunting rifles.
Yeah,
because he said the action is so smooth, and I'm like,
nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Gizzard Gary says my daughter works in a prison. She has never said those things to me.
Well, not to you, Gary.
That would trouble me so much if she ever did. We need to call, I know she's older, but Child Protective Services would have to be involved there, I think, regardless of her age. That would really bug me. Never spoke with 5150. Well, we can arrange a personal introduction for you because they're good people.
I know some people.
Yeah. TJ's practically part of their marketing department.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they make good stuff though. Okay. Actually, I bet if we search we can find
I bet you can find the review of the Evolve Apex series rifle.
Did I spell that right? Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
They were they Gear of the Year or runner up? They were runner up.
They were runner up, and he was not happy about it.
We haven't even talked about the Gear of the Year awards.
We haven't
for 2024. Okay, everyone, here's your chance.
Scroll on down so they can see the rifle.
Submit.
But that's how they got their. They've got the. You don't have to do the pin release. They have a little. Just toggle.
A little hook.
Yep. Yeah. Separate it up. And it's a fixed pin. It's a fixed pin on the lower receiver.
Wonder if we have a good close up of that down here. There's the pin that lets you unlock it without pushing the pin out. It's I can't remember what it's called. The way it rotates and locks it in place.
Yeah.
Pretty cool assembly. It's got that unique part to it, but it also has.
It shoots freaking fantastic.
Really neat. Some really.
It's got a nice weight to it too. I like it.
Yeah, they put all the right parts on it, I think is what I'm groping to say here. So, really neat. Oh, and you got the Arca Rail. I've got an Arca Rail adapter now. We need to get some good tripods. Maybe we'll snap.
That'd be nice because I don't have anything for the Arca Rail.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, that'll be neat. We'll get them on to talk before SHOT Show if we can. That'll be fun. But if anyone has, yeah, I think it's interesting too. Yeah. And he doesn't talk that way around his parents. That's good because we don't need you to get your mouth washed out with soap. That would be, especially in front of your kid or something. That'd be like, oh, you'd never hear the end of that.
What did Dad say? Like,
yep.
Okay.
Yeah. But typical categories we do for Gear of the Year are going to be rifle, pistol, shotgun, optics. Honestly, we haven't done a ton of Gizzard Jerry in the house. That's amazing.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That guy.
People didn't believe me when I said there is actually a Gizzard Gary and a Gizzard Jerry, and then Gizzard Jerry's here. That's amazing.
2 separate people,
as far as we know.
Yeah.
Crystal's here as well. Look at that.
She's watching me. I gotta watch my P's and Q's now.
Yeah. So now
because I don't see her offhand, so it's like because I can.
And Lizard Larry. Lizard Larry as well. It's crazy the number of people here. So if all these people would give us a like, then we'd have more likes than we ever had before.
We're killing it tonight.
All from people whose first and last names rhyme. That'd be amazing. Yeah. So and typically we'll do some other categories as well, not just guns. I'm going to do some Gear of the Year for other things this year, I think. I'll do like some guitar stuff. I'll do some
nuts.
George Grayson Cat is here as well.
Oh my gosh, George Grayson Cat is more famous than Gizzard, or Lizard.
Could be. Maybe more famous than Gizzard Jerry. Lizard Larry, I feel like I've heard of him before. They came for my comments. Yeah, could be. Thank God you didn't call him Jizzy Jerry. We don't call him that in public. That's when he's at the casino. I've never been with Gary at a casino, but I have heard stories. I dare say I've seen a video or two. Yeah, apparently. So I think they call him that there. Maybe not at the beginning of the evening, but before the evening.
They call him more than that there. Don't you worry.
Yeah. So speaking of which, I got to start pre-gaming pretty soon. Like I drink so rarely.
Dude, it's too late. You just don't.
I got to ramp up before SHOT Show.
I'll take it easy on you. It'll be fine.
I got to start. I got to start training. Otherwise, it could be a disaster. I feel like it's going to be.
It's usually one. You'll have like one night, and
I didn't last year. I did okay.
You did good.
Yep. And after it took a while to figure out the pattern of. I go out with TJ and I drink too much, and then go back to like a hotel room. And hotel rooms are notorious for like molds and mildews and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and
horrible.
With a good immune system, I would be able to deal with it. But once I show up like way too drunk, my immune system couldn't fight off the effects of the mold, and I would have allergic reactions and have breakout in hives, and it was ugly. It was happening, trip after trip.
I think one of my favorite night. It was early in the morning, and Jeff, I woke up, and he, like walking from the bedroom, looks over at me, looks back, and just right into the bathroom, and I was just like, "Oh, it's not gonna be a good day."
Okay. I was so scared where the story was going to go because there were so many potential stories.
That was my favorite one because the look on your face was like, I hate you so much right now, but I don't have time to hate you right now. I've got to go. And that was it. I was like, that's not going to be a good day.
That wasn't at the sawmill, was it?
No,
that was worse. We don't need to talk about that one. No, that one. I still have nightmares about that.
Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that hotel room never be the same again. But we survived. So anyhow, I got to start pre-gaming for SHOT Show. TJ, you saw he's already training. I appreciate you staying in shape year round. I take it. I get out of shape, and then I got to get back in shape for the big event. So whatever.
I train my liver constantly. I push it to the limits.
Yeah.
I'm drinking water, believe it or not. I'm getting older, so I get some water in.
I hear you. Okay. So let's see what else. If anyone has suggestions for products for the Gear of the Year awards, we usually talk about this like a week or two before SHOT Show. I think that's probably what we're going to do. Is a week before SHOT Show, we'll announce the winners, and then we'll take stuff to SHOT Show with us, certificates or what. Like I forgot
to take stuff with us.
I told people last year.
Everybody's still waiting. Eric is still waiting for his Gear of the Year award. Still waiting.
And he's right.
And he'll probably win another one this year too.
They could. Maybe I'll 3D print them something this year. That could be cool. I've got some gold silk filament that prints stuff that looks kind of gold. That'd be amazing. Maybe I'll come up with something I can print and give them out to the Gear of the Year award winners. We may do a slightly lower category count for firearm stuff because we didn't do a ton. Actually, I think when I go back and look at them, we'll find that we did more than
I've got 2 left that are coming in next week. You're done.
Yeah.
We got those the Anderson, the EAA, the Gerson, and then I've got the Meprolite M22 coming.
Yeah. They got to be published before the end of the year to qualify.
I'm going to the range this weekend, and I'll put them in Tuesday.
But actually, we got quite a few here.
It's up to my publisher.
Yeah. Yeah, AJ did a lot. You did a fair amount. We got a few other people who chimed in here with gun stuff. That's through April. Yeah, we're gonna have some things to choose from. I think we're gonna do okay on our Gear of the Year awards. We're gonna make some brands happy, and yep. So there's the last one for the prior year. So we got a few things to choose from here. I think we're gonna be all right.
Oh, the 8.6 Blackout.
Ooh, yeah, the 8.6 Blackout, the Mitchell Defense. Those were after the first of the year. Yeah, okay.
The Mitchell Defense won last year. Remember?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, we can't. That's right, because they beat out
the Foxtrot mic. We've got the.
So we didn't cut it off at the end of the year, apparently. No. Okay.
That's why Keith was like Mitchell Defense. I was like, listen, I was like, it was me versus 2 people because AJ actually chimed in on that one. I was up it.
Yeah. So yeah, we got some cool stuff going on here, and we're gonna have a good time with the voting on that. We'll knock that out for the show before SHOT Show is where we'll announce the Gear of the Year winners. We will take any comment suggestions. You can send them to us any way you want. We're all over social media. You can leave them in comments here. You can do it next week. You can do it this week. Whatever. Just before the announcement week, and we'll get all those out. So, all right. Anything else you want to talk about, TJ? Last call for comments. Did anyone get your last comments in?
I'm just glad I can make it in fairly a reasonable time.
So we had congratulations once again, Jizzard Jerry, Grandpa Jizzard Jerry, part two. With another grandchild coming into the world and being congratulated for that. So excellent. We're happy about that. So everyone, thanks for being here. We'll see you back here. Same place, 9 p.m. Eastern, next Thursday. That's the 26th, the day after Christmas. We talked about this earlier today. I considered phoning it in for the last one and saying, you know what, we're going to skip it. We are going to be back for that because why not? You know, we should be sober about that. Yeah,
I have to work Thursday.
It'll be fun.
I mean, I'll be sober-ish.
Yeah, close enough. I mean, it's like we could tell the difference.
Right. Exactly. Well, remember the one time at SHOT Show, I got a little out of hand with all those Sierra Nevadas one time. Jeff was like,
"Yeah." It scared me.
And I was like,
"It scared me."
Kevin, it was Kevin's fault. World of the World was Kevin. He kept wanting more beers, and then he would vanish. So I stuck with 2 beers, and I was like, "Well, I'm going to drink these and go get 2 more."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll find them eventually, and I never did.
Maybe I will remember to bring some beverages to the show next week, and I'll start my training live on the air, so everyone will know I'm actually training. I'm not lying to people. Maybe I don't know if I'll remember. I'll attempt to remember to do that. Just to I want to have some accountability. That's really what I'm after. Is I want to have some accountability, because otherwise I'll be like, I'm too busy. I don't have time, and then I won't do my training, and then I'll show up to shot not ready. And the other thing that we probably need to do. At least
find a place to live while we're there. I mean,
and flights, yes, but I need to start walking. I need to start physically training that way.
Yeah,
too, so
I thought you were hiking and stuff. You're always in shape.
I should. Well, pairs of shapes. That's true, but I do. After I broke my
walking,
foot,
you're natural. You hike all the time. It's like you kick in, you're like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah. But I, after breaking my foot this summer and then re-breaking it, I had to stay off of it, and I really to let it heal. So I have kind of porked up a little. I'm out of shape, so I got to get in shot show shape so I can keep up with Alan, and that'll be fun. So anyhow, until next week, we'll see you at the range.